Warnung.
Already
Minecraft
going
trifft
on
Ihnen
with
und Ihren sozialen Kontakte erheblichen Schaden zu.
Yes,
Fangen Sie jetzt gar nicht erst an.
yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally
Herzlich
time
willkommen,
for
Freunde
the
des guten
top
Geschmacks.
10
Zur
Lego
5. Folge von You Want Me Do.
Minifigure
Seit der
characters.
ersten
Now,
Folge
we'll
haben wir
clarify a
locker
few things.
200
These
Kommentare
are
jedes Mal bekommen. Wir
minifigure
sollen noch mal einen
scale
Song über
only.
Minecraft
Of course,
machen.
this does not
Deswegen heute für euch der
big figure characters. So if you have a
Minecraft-Song
character
in der
like Darkseid, for
Minecraft-Welt,
example,
ohne
who's
irgendwelches
only a big
Waffengelaber.
figure,
Alle Infos
he
zum
will not
Mitmachen sowie
appear
den
here.
Download-Link
Whereas characters
gibt
like,
es in
for
der
example,
Videobeschreibung.
Bane
Wir warten auf
can't
kreative
appear on the list
Vorschläge, also
because
bis
he
nächste
is
Woche.
originally a minifigure,
Bis
and one of his abilities
Komm,
is
ich
to
lass das von uns
transform
online
into
bauen.
a big
Stell
thing.
ein riesen
So I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. Now,
Das
additionally to that, of course, I wanted to also clarify that this is a list that I compiled with your involvement. Of course, I posted a video a little while back allowing you guys to vote on your personal favorite characters, and I went ahead and accumulated all the different votes and arrived at this list. So just keep that in mind. This is not a list that's compiled by me, and therefore, of course, it will not stand by all of my personal preferences. I will compile my own personal top 10 shortly, so stick around for that. But of course, on top of that, of course, guys, keep in mind that if you don't see a character here that you like, that doesn't mean that, of course, your character is bad or anything like that. It just means that the majority ruled for these particular specific 10 characters. And with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, strap in. It is time for the top 10 minifigures in Lego Batman 3. Number 10. Composite Superman. Yes, truly a pretty unique character indeed. I mean, it's a combination of Superman and Batman. It's interesting that they call it Composite Superman, whereas, of course, I've said it before, it should have been called Batman/Superman, or maybe Superbat, or something along those lines. Nonetheless, of course, a very unique character because it really kind of combines the best of both worlds. You really get a combination, and of course, the world's greatest duo teaming up together to solve any and all crimes and stop any and all bad guys. Number 9. Bane. Of course, the man that was indeed raised in the darkness, as he let us know in The Dark Knight. Of course, this rendition is not specific to The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight trilogy for that fact, because that character is also available in the game. However, we're actually sticking with, of course, the regular Bane, the one that's more based on the actual comics, because he can turn into a big fig, and it is one of the coolest animations in the entire game. Absolutely, aesthetically speaking, very cool character. Although he doesn't have many abilities to really stand behind, he definitely has an absolutely amazing look and is a super duper fun character to mess around with. Great! The Green Lantern. And yes, I will clarify that once again. The Green Lantern. Of course, not the Green Lantern, but instead, the Green Lantern. Of course, the fella that you help out throughout the entire game on plenty of different missions. He gives you lots and lots to do on all the different hub worlds that you get to explore. And then you finally, of course, by completing all of his missions and all of his challenges, you finally unlock the character itself. And of course, this is a pretty awesome character because it's a bit of a tip of the hat to, of course, Daffy Duck or Duck Dodgers. And he even has his own oath, just like, of course, all the other Green Lanterns. In blackest day, in brightest night, watermelon, cantaloupe, yada yada, superstitious and cowardly lot, with liberty and justice for all. Yay! Of course, the Green Lantern, the Green Lantern, is an absolutely fantastic addition to the Lego Batman 3 squad. Number 7. Mr. J himself, of course, the Joker. One, of course, of the main characters in the game, and of course the main villain to Batman himself, and he has a plethora of suits to help him out to get into lots of trouble, or maybe get himself out of trouble, of course, if he is on one of his popular schemes and Batman shows up. He has lots and lots of cool play features, and really is truly one of the most fun characters to play as. The gameplay features for this character are absolutely awesome, but additionally to that, you get a really nice lineup of just really cool little Easter eggs and jokes thrown into the actual characterization of this particular character in the game, and therefore he makes for a pretty awesome character to play as. Number 6. the Blue Beetle. Yes, I did say Blue Beetle, guys. I was just as shocked as maybe you are, because I honestly did not expect Blue Beetle to be on this list. I mean, the character isn't particularly diversified, but I really think that he just resonated with a lot of you guys because of the way that he plays in terms of the actual colors that are used for him. He's a very colorful and cool looking character. I mean, he's basically, to me, a crossover between Iron Man and Spider-Man put together in the DC universe. I'm not really sure why the character itself isn't really that popular in the real world. Luckily, it seems like you guys really enjoy the character in the game, and hopefully this is a sign of good things to come for Blue Beetle. Number 5. Green Arrow. Yes indeed, yes indeed. I believe the Arrow show has certainly helped Mr. Green Arrow become a very, very, very popular character. I really do believe that that is the reason why he is on this list, because to be fair, his gameplay features aren't really anything to run home about. I mean, especially when comparing it to many of the gameplay features of some of the other characters on this list. So therefore, I have to believe that part of the appeal of Green Arrow being on this list is of course the fact that he is a part of the DC universe now, and he has a pretty good TV show on TV, of course, in the form of Arrow, and therefore many more people are actually interested in the character of Green Arrow and exploring and playing as, of course, the savior of Sterling City. You better not fail this game. Number 4. Batman! Well, that's kind of incorrect because it isn't 1960s Batman. In fact, number 4 is of course the one and only Batman himself. The main character of the game, of course, the character whose game it really is. Lego Batman 3, of course, his name is in the title, so to speak, and of course a character that has an incredible amount of diversity in terms of gameplay. Just like, of course, the Joker, Robin, Cyborg, and Lex Luthor in this game, Batman also does have an artillery of suits and just an absolutely crazy cast of suits to choose from in terms of utilizing and applying towards different situations throughout the game, making him a very exciting character to play as. But I do find it quite intriguing that he is only at number 4. I kind of expected him to be either number 1 or number 2. So we still have a couple of really interesting surprises up ahead of us. But I also do believe that maybe Batman is at this point here at number 4 just due to the fact that we have gotten to play as Batman before. We've gotten to play as Batman, of course, in the first game and the second game. And this was already the third time around. And that's why I think some of the upcoming choices may not be as surprising as they seem at this point. Number 3. Beast Boy! Yes indeed, ladies and gents, I was also somewhat surprised, but I also have to be honest, I am pleasantly surprised that Beast Boy is this far up on the list. He is indeed at number 3, which is awesome sauce because he was by far the character that I was most excited to hear to be in the game. I mean, I have a soft spot in my heart for Teen Titans, and it seems like many of you guys do too because you enjoy this character immensely. I mean, being able to turn into a gorilla, a shark, digging up things, being able to fly around, he's just a character that offers so many diverse and different things, and he's one of the very few characters in the game that can turn into other things. I think that part of the excitement is when we see new things in games, and when we saw something like with Bane being able to turn into that Big Fig, that was exciting. This was also just as exciting because he's able to turn into a Big Fig gorilla, he's able to turn into sharks when he's swimming, birds when he's flying. He's just very unique and something that we have not seen before, but hopefully we'll see plenty of in the future. Number 2! Deathstroke, specifically from the Squad DLC. One of the reasons why this top 10 took a while to put together is because I wanted to wait until all of the DLC was out. I wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance to play it for a little while, and then I wanted to give you guys a few weeks to actually vote. And it seems like a lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, really enjoy the rendition of Deathstroke as he is seen in the Squad DLC. A lot of you guys prefer that one way over the regular one. I mean, the votes were like crazy. I believe that this version of Deathstroke received 657 votes to the 20-something votes for the regular version of Deathstroke, which is really interesting because it shows you just how much visuals matter, because regular Deathstroke has the exact same set of abilities as this Deathstroke, but he did not receive nearly as much of the love that this Deathstroke did. So it's just kind of cool to see just how important it is to have a visually cool minifig, and I think that this Squad DLC pack proved to us that the potential and the future of the minifigure designs is in good hands, and hopefully we will see the LEGO games continue in this direction. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to number 1, let's of course go ahead and count down quickly the previous 9 contenders. At number 10, we had Composite Superman, aka of course Batman/Superman. At number 9, we had Bane himself. Number 8, Green Lantern. At number 7, Mr. J. Joker arrived into position. Number 6, a bit of a surprise with Blue Beetle. Number 5, he is the protector of Sterling City, and you better not fail his city, Green Arrow himself. The man of the hour, the man with the power. At number 4, the Dark Knight, Batman himself. Of course, at number 3, a bit of a pleasant Teen Titans surprise, Beast Boy himself. And at number 2, Deathstroke, specifically from the Squad DLC. And now, ladies and gents, of course, it is time for number 1. Well, basically what I tried to do there is to quickly explain who was in number 1, because he is, of course, the quickest man alive, and that is the one, the only, the Flash. Wowzers. Of course, a character that is very cool visually, but I do believe that similarly to Green Arrow, the reason why the Flash is in this spot is due to the Flash TV show. It is absolutely stellar. It's super duper fun. It's really a great family-friendly comic book TV show, which is awesome, and I think that that's why the Flash is in this position. I think a lot of people have grown to love the character of the Flash through that show, which is really wonderful, and then of course, additionally to that, we grew to love him through the game. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I am super duper impressed by all of you. I wanted to thank you for compiling such an incredible list. Like, you guys really did blow me away with your choices. I really fully expected the top 3, maybe top 5 characters to literally be, you know, Superman, Batman, Robin, Cyborg, Lex Luthor, the Joker, the characters that have the most things to do. But it seems like you guys struck an incredible balance between characters that are aesthetically cool, characters that are genuinely just interesting to you and you would like to know more about, or maybe you find intriguing in some way, shape, or form, some nostalgia, and then of course also the element of gameplay. Like, you guys compiled an incredibly well-balanced list, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. With that being said, of course, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I will get to work on the big figure list, which you guys did exceptionally well on as well. Can't wait to share with you guys that list. That will hopefully be coming out next week. Of course, if you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. It would really help me out a ton. Of course, on top of that, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and stick around for, of course, both the top 10 big figures list, and additionally to that, I will be putting together my personal top 10, which I will give you guys a little bit of a hint about. It definitely has a few of the characters we saw in today's list on it. So stick around for, of course, all of those hopefully exciting videos. As always, guys, don't forget to have an absolutely fan-flippin-tastic day. I will indeed catch you lovely folks next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.